Hi everyone, welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Today's Saturday, July 31st. Feels good out here. It says 71 degrees. High today's 89. It's got to stay up around 90, you know that. No chance of rain. Humidity's 84%. Winds 3 miles per hour. I don't see much wind though. I don't see any wind. Air quality's still high, 83. It got bad yesterday though. They had a warning. Like if it was a snow coming or something, they had a warning for the air quality yesterday. So we tried to stay in as much as possible yesterday. Okay. I'll have a Dollar General haul today. It was from a few days ago that we did the haul, but I didn't get a chance to do the video until yesterday, and then we had Logan's reviews. So I'll just have to upload that today. Today's thumbnail, that is I don't remember exactly what it said on the package. It's one of those dinners from Walmart. That's one of the ones that didn't go up yet. It was like $5.98, and there's a big old red wasp down there. It was $5.98, and it was really pretty good, y'all. It really was. It's ham and potato, but it's tater tots, and it has cheese in it and stuff. It's really good. Like I said, we'll get it again for sure. We had some Hawaiian rolls, and also, of course, something from the garden: cucumbers and tomatoes. I wonder if I can zoom in on this red wasp. I got stung by one of these when here in the garage one summer. I got stung, and it stung me right on the jugular vein, and I'll tell you what, it put me down on my knees. It really did. It made me sick. What are you doing? Kind of just laying there. See him now. It's nice that this thing will zoom in. I'll zoom back out and I'll show you the difference. Oops, what'd I do? There's where I was at. So, yeah, those things have a mean sting, and it got me right on my neck on the jugular vein, so it went right into my system fast. And I did go down right on my knees right as soon as it happened. I seem like I have sometimes reactions, especially one time I got stung right on my eyelid by a wasp, and my eye swelled up. You wouldn't believe it. It was really swollen. Okay, I don't know why I started going over all these other things before I walked out there, but I'll go ahead and finish since I did. The other thumbnail. What's for dinner? I'm not really sure today. Every time I say something and we plan it, it changes. So I just kind of play it by ear today. I kept saying, well, hamburger patties, this and that. And then when it gets time, it was just, we didn't want to stand there and cook the hamburgers and fix everything, but we had Logan's review, so it wasn't really starved. So we just threw that ham and potato in the oven, and we didn't have to cook anything else. But it still heated up the kitchen some. I had a fan going where we had a fan going during his show, and that seemed to help a little bit. I had a fan up on the counter. Okay, I'll go ahead and do today's questions. We're been doing a few about COVID and the new Delta. Hearing a lot of talk about it. I may have to fine tune this question if it's too long. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to change it. But anyway, here's the question, and if I may have to change the wording some, but it'll mean the same thing. Just too long. Excuse me. Do you think local governments will put mask wearing requirements back in effect? I noticed there's more people the last couple days. We saw more people than we had been wearing masks, but I don't think there's any, ultimatum about wearing them again yet. So, like I said, they're just doing like back to business, everybody, and then there's this other variant out there that's gonna catch everybody off guard, I'm afraid. All right, let's see if this wasp won't. You need to take off. Take off. He's starting to move. Yes, like dusting himself off there. Mean looking thing, he's big. Hoping it isn't aggressive. I think I need to get away from it, really. I don't know if something's wrong with it. It doesn't seem to be able to take off. You better get away soon because there's ants that will be all over you. Something dug down in that one right there. These zucchinis don't look too bad, but they're just not growing big. They look kind of healthy, but they're just not, not getting big like a zucchini should. I gave everybody a shot of Miracle Grow. I just mixed it in the water. Look, we got something will eat. If it does have a eggplant on it, chipmunk will eat it probably. Yeah, I don't think that wasps is something seem to be able to fly for some reason. How's our little transplants doing? Well, they don't look sick. I think they're not too bad, I guess. They look, better than they did in that poor table they were on over there. If you've not seen it, watch my walkthrough of Evergreen Garden Center. It's a shame they had all those tomatoes in there just jumbled up on them tables. That was broke right there. And this one actually looks a little bit better too than it did. A little better, yeah. Well, maybe I'll have a few tomatoes after all later on. Nothing happens to them. I've still got plenty back in all this mess. Look at this one trying to grow up here like this. It's got some tomatoes here and there. I got the rest of the green beans that I could find yesterday in here. There wasn't that many. And I'm just going to put them... Oh, that's one thing we do need to fix. Green beans and potatoes. That's right. We'll probably have them with something today. And I got, like I said, I got what was left of the green beans out here. The tomatoes didn't help the green beans because they were too close. I had 5 tomato plants left over, if y'all remember. And I wasn't going to put any tomatoes here, but I didn't want to throw them away. They were such good looking plants, and I've got all these tomatoes off of them. So, it was a good decision, but it hurt the the green beans. Is this one? No, it's not. You can see all these down in here. There's a big one right here. Whoa. That one right there is a big one. And this here is all covered up. This beefsteak back here is all covered up by green beans and stuff. So it's not going to do much else. Well, did they leave my beans alone this time? We got some coming up. Yes, I'll put that bean back in there. We got some coming up. Right there, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I'll leave them alone. I think when you see these onions that are knocked down, I think whatever it is, when it walks through here, it's walking through there and knocking them over or something, because they shouldn't be knocked over like that. They should be straight up like these others. We got a few more over here came up. Come on. Let me put some dirt around that one. So I can smell that stuff. You see the stuff around it here? Phew. I don't see how they'd want to get around them beans, because I can smell it from up here. It's like something that'd make you sneeze for sure. I can see it ate at the top of one of these. Right there. It ate the top of one. It probably got tired of smelling that stuff though, and went about its way. I hope. Hey, some more banana pepper flowers. That's good. Yeah, and these others are starting to grow up the trellis. Here, you need to be over here, like this. I hook them on like that, see? There's one coming up right there, so maybe we'll have green beans after all. If it'll leave them alone, whatever it is. I can't do much for them onions that it's knocked over though. This is coming out. I've been letting these few grow here. There's a couple there that look fairly decent. But my seeds have been shipped, so they should be here any day. My new seeds, and I'm gonna have to pull this out. But it's so hot, y'all. It's so hot during the day. I mean, you can't get out here. The only time I can really work out here is after 6 p.m. The shade starts coming across this, all the way across. Oh, there's another wasp. There. I put this cage around this one. He was falling over. I guess it'll be okay. Big Berthas are still growing like crazy. I can look at it better that way. They are really nice. Really nice. This one here is continuing to turn. I've had a good, I've already got quite a few peppers. Whenever we need one, I just come out here and get one. But I've been mainly getting the green ones, because I have been getting just greens and Neapolitans, because the others are supposed to turn, like yellow or whatever. Here's a green one though, but that's every bit as nice as you'll find in the grocery store. I promise you it's better too. And then you see on the other side of this one, you see how big these are over here too. So these have got to turn red. These, that one and those over there, they'll have to turn red. And I've got yellow ones too. See how this carrot's doing. It's a white carrot. You can see it down in there. I don't know if any of these others are growing right or not that got eaten on. They are growing so slow. I'm surprised carrots aren't expensive as slow as long as it takes them to grow. But these, you can tell the ones eaten on here. Okra looks pretty good. Get them from underneath on it. Starting to do something. Look here. Look, is that an okra? Hey, maybe that's an okra. Right there. See it? Hey, this one has one too. Look there. They're little to start having okra on them already. That one's gonna have one too. I see it. Cool. And there's one on that one over there. And this one too, right here. Oh, that's neat. To be that little, I didn't think they would have anything on them. Is this one over here trying? Yeah, there's gonna be one right there. Everything over here just didn't get enough light because of the two nice zucchinis. I'm not gonna mess with them too much because they've done so good. I've got so many off of them. I had one yesterday, the one I showed. I don't know if the heat got to it after a while. I didn't think it was too ripe or too big, but it was rotted partially, so I had to put it over in my compost. Some of these leaves are starting to be affected. Well, there's a couple in there growing. That'll bloom in a few days. There's one right there. Nice one. I thought I had one over here. Oh, my black beauties. I've got a couple of black beauties here that are growing. Finally, there's one. This is black beauty like you would see more like in the grocery store. Isn't that cute? It's just round right now like. I noticed there's quite a few here. There's one. There's one down here. They're neat. Let's see if I can get a picture of them. Yeah. I hadn't had any of the black beauties yet. Well, I'm running a little late from all that, so I'm just going to go on over here. There's not much going on with those flowers. There's some more growing out there, though. So, I mean, like I said, as space is available, I'm going to start getting it ready for fall and winter items. So you can keep growing and growing. I pretty much about grew year round almost because I still had turnips that I had to pull right before I started getting ready to plant out here. I still had turnips. It was, well, about a month, less than a month, I think, before I was going to plant. But I had a lot to do, you know, to get it ready. But yeah, I still had turnips and stuff. Almost until time. And that's what, that's what you want. At least I was still growing something. And I had a lot, my plants growing inside, if y'all remember. Okay, let's see. I guess I'm ready for today's tidbits then. I'll get this ready. Here we go. Snake cannon Canyon, Oman's largest natural park. Snake Canyon, a part of the greater Wadi Bani Auf region, is Oman's largest natural water park. This location can rival any man-made water parks with its beautiful pools, natural water slides, and waterfalls. Here the rocks are so worn down by rushing waters that it is incredibly smooth and slippery even when dry. Well, how to calculate how far you are from lightning? Here's a simple method to calculate your distance from a lightning strike. Count the number of seconds that pass between a bolt and the thunder and divide it by 5. The result will reveal your distance from the lightning. This flash to bang method is based on the fact that light travels faster than sound. Okay. Massive asteroid to enter Earth's orbit this weekend. NASA scientists are monitoring a space rock called 2019 YM6, which will enter the Earth's orbit on July 31. The massive asteroid, twice the size of Big Ben, is traveling at a speed of 30,131 miles per hour. Scientists have estimated its diameter to be in between 100 and 230 meters. However, scientists claim that it would safely pass 4.27 million miles from the Earth. I wouldn't say it's passing right by, would you? I mean, come on. 4 million miles away, well, don't send out the spaceship to blow it up quite yet. Like on, what was that, Armageddon? Armenia's prehistoric Stonehenge. Karahunj, or American Stonehenge in Sisian, Armenia. No, Armenian Stonehenge. I don't have my glasses on. In Sisian, Armenia, is an ancient site made up of over 223 large stone monoliths. It has over 80 holes that date back around 7,500 years ago. Scientists say the holes were positioned based on an astronomical calendar as it aligns perfectly with the sunrise and sunset on the summer solstice day. Sound like they were pretty smart back then, though. What is a Plinian eruption? Plinian eruptions are volcanic eruptions similar to the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD, which destroyed the ancient Roman cities Herculaneum and Pompeii. This type of eruption produces thick, vast volcanic ash clouds that rise from a giant cinder cone for more than 15 miles above sea level. Whoa. The magical Blue Grotto of Italy. The Blue Grotto in Capri, Italy is a natural cavern 82 feet wide and 196 feet long, with a tiny entrance less than 3 feet high. Visitors can reach this magical destination only in a boat. The cave's water is a bright blue color due to the sunlight which enters through an underwater opening right beneath the cave's mouth. Wow. How is wind speed measured? Did y'all see that? That was a hummingbird. I don't believe it. I haven't seen one. I hope I got it. I haven't seen one in a long time. See, I just got water and there was just a teeny bit of sugar. And it didn't seem too excited about it. But you know, if you don't see them, that stuff, you put it out and that you have to change it every 3 or 4 days or something like that. No, it's every 5 days, I think it was. And you know, sometimes you forget to and stuff. So anyway, the airflow speed in the atmosphere and other gas flow applications are measured using a device called an anemometer. Most likely used for wind speed measurements is the revolving cup electric anemometer. In this, the revolving cups drive an electric generator. The generator's output operates an electric meter that measures wind speed. Well, I don't have one of them. Zombie fires that burn Earth's coldest places. That was neat that hummingbird was there. I hope y'all saw it. Zombie wildfires are fires usually seen in the Arctic region that are difficult to extinguish. These fires continue to burn even after surface fires are put out. Such fires appear as smoke and start during warm weather. It slowly burns the carbon-rich peat buried underground. Well, what is a microburst? A microburst is a localized column of downdraft within a thunderstorm. It is usually less than or equal to 2.5 miles in diameter and lasts from 2 to 5 minutes. The wind speeds of a microburst can reach up to 100 miles per hour or even higher, which is equivalent to an EF1 tornado. It can also significantly affect aviation and cause extensive damage. Three tornadoes touched down in New Jersey. At least 3 tornadoes touched down in New Jersey yesterday. An EF0 tornado of 65 miles per hour touched down in Essex, damaging a home and uprooting trees. 2 separate tornadoes touched down at Waretown, EF2, and Barnegat, EF1, in Ocean County. The NWS is examining if the twisters were caused by storms that spawned twisters in Pennsylvania on Thursday. And that's it today for today's Tidbits, everyone. And that's going to be it for this morning's coffee break. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please press that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so that you get all my videos as soon as they come out. I'll have that Dollar General haul later on, and I'm not for sure what else today. So we'll just see how the day goes. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody, and all the support. I appreciate it, and God bless.